This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1841, How to Get Out of a Rut When You Feel Stuck, Uninspired, and Unmotivated by Shirley of Daring Living.com. And I'm Justin Malik, the guy that reads to you every single day of the year, including weekends and holidays. And it is a holiday today. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. It could be a very busy day for many of us, so keep this nice and short and start optimizing your life. How to Get Out of a Rut When You Feel Stuck, Uninspired, and Unmotivated by Shirley of Daring Living.com. Do you ever get those days where you're just in a rut, feeling unmotivated and uninspired to do anything? Those days are the worst. I completely understand. As a blogger and podcaster who has to consistently create and put out content, it's definitely not a nice place to be in. Nevertheless, it still happens from time to time, and when it does happen, here are 3 ways to help you get out of that. How to get out of a rut. Number 1, create space. Create space in your time. Maybe your schedule is too jam-packed at the moment. Perhaps you need to make time for yourself to sit down, clear out your thoughts, and figure out the reason you feel stuck. Sometimes slowing down is the best way to move forward. I also find that I can give myself some room and mental space whenever I go out into nature. So take the time to go out for a walk, get some fresh air, feel how the sun touches your skin, and live in that moment for a while. Even just taking a break at work to look out your window at the tree or stare at the sky from afar. Those simple actions have helped me slow down and create some space between my thoughts and what I'm currently doing. If you're having trouble taking breaks, which I'm saying to myself, try timing yourself. Time yourself to work for every 25 minutes, then take a 3-minute break each time. This will not only create space, but also increase your productivity because you're refocusing every time you jump back into the task again. Create space in your approach. Quote, focus on the end goal, but be flexible on how you're getting there. Tony Robbins. Sometimes we feel stuck and uninspired because our approach to accomplish a certain task is too strict and rigid. Perhaps you think you have to follow task A and B to get to Z, but you do not realize you can also do C and D and also get to Z. So try to loosen up a bit. Open your mind up to new possibilities. Try a different approach to doing things. And perhaps along the way, some new ideas or inspiration will pop up. These ideas can only pop up when you're open to other options and create space for them to come in and play. Create space in your environment. If you're feeling stuck and unmotivated, try creating more space, literally. Perhaps your work desk or your home right now is very cluttered or messy. Putting yourself in these environments every day will make you feel drained, cluttered in your mind, and unable to function at your best. Cluttered space equals cluttered mind, which equals cluttered life. I learned so much about the power of decluttering from Marie Kondo's book, Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Definitely check it out if you're interested. Again, if you are in need of new inspiration or some sort of freshness in your life, try cleaning up and decluttering your physical space. Number 2, consume new content. Consume content that will inspire you. Maybe change up your weekly schedule a bit. Do something new and different. Perhaps you should visit a museum or art gallery to get inspiration. Or maybe you should sit down and dive into some books. Perhaps you can try listening to new podcasts. Find things you can do in your daily life to get your creativity running again. Reaching out and reconnecting with old friends can really help. While catching up and sharing with them what you're doing, other people's perspectives and input might help spark some new realization for you. Number 3, take actions anyway. This tip is a bit counterintuitive, but I can promise you it is so powerful. Notice that feeling unmotivated is simply a feeling, but often what happens is we let this feeling control us and define who we are. Instead of it being, I feel unmotivated, the story we often tell ourselves is, I am unmotivated, which equals I am someone who is unmotivated. You always have a choice to pick out a new, different thought for that feeling. During those moments when I feel unmotivated, I will tell myself, I feel unmotivated right now, but it is not who I am. I know I am someone who is motivated, so therefore this feeling is only temporary. Then I would set out to perform the action anyways. Mark Manson wrote a great article about taking action despite feeling unmotivated. Start by doing the simplest, most minimal task you have to do. Then after this minimal task, set out to do the next minimal task. Eventually, as you're taking actions consistently and doing the work despite feeling unmotivated, that feeling of motivation will come back. Whoa, trippy, right? But it has worked for me. I'm sure it'll work for you too. You just listened to the post titled, How to Get Out of a Rut When You Feel Stuck, Uninspired, and Unmotivated by Shirley of Daring Living.com. All right, it's Christmas, so I'll keep this nice and short. Have a wonderful Christmas if you're celebrating, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.